The city of North Myrtle Beach and surrounding communities are having a festival that they can call their own. We'll tell you all about it coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at North Myrtle Beach City Hall. We're focused on the third annual Carolina Heritage Festival, which kicks off October 25th. And we're visiting with the Honorable Marilyn Hatley, the mayor for the city of North Myrtle Beach. Good morning, Marilyn.
Good morning.
I feel funny calling you Marilyn because you're the honorable mayor.
No.
But you're down to earth enough.
I want everyone to call me Marilyn.
I love
yes,
it.
That's my name.
Yes, that's great. Your parents gave it to you at one age,
that's
and it
exactly
stuck with
right.
you. That's right. It's not something you've lost.
That's
Where
right.
are you from originally, Marilyn?
I'm originally from Albemarle, North Carolina. It's a little town east of Charlotte.
Okay, great. And do you have family here with you in the area?
I have my husband David. He's a pharmacist here in the area. And I have my son Chad and his wife Lisa. They're both attorneys here in the area. And we have a precious little granddaughter named Amelia.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked a little bit about Amelia on Monday. And, of course, obviously there are always viewers who may not have tuned in on Monday. So,
Right.
And she is how old?
Well, Amelia just turned 10 months.
Is that
and she's, in fact, the 7th of this month. And she was born January the 7th, 2001. And, 2003.
Right, 2003.
And we just absolutely love her to death.
Amelia. What a great name. Was that a family name?
That was my daughter-in-law's grandmother's name.
Okay.
She was named after her great-grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you and David have one child,
One
Chad.
son.
Okay.
One son. Yes, that's it.
How exciting. How exciting. When did you all move to the area, Marilyn, and what prompted the move?
We moved to the Grand Strand in 1971. My husband had just graduated from pharmacy school. And a couple of gentlemen in Myrtle Beach, Wilson Kane and Ike Stone, had just opened a new pharmacy and was looking for a pharmacist. And they hired David right out of pharmacy school, and that prompted us to move here to the area.
How exciting. When did you all gravitate up to North Myrtle Beach?
We moved here in 74.
Great. So only a few years after.
Exactly. We moved in 1974, and it was a wonderful move, and this has been home ever since.
Marilyn, you all will be celebrating 3 decades in North Myrtle Beach next year.
I know. I
Not to date you there, excuse me. Yeah.
I feel like I'm an original almost.
I'm sure you do. That's right.
Yeah.
Real quick, we've got about 5 minutes, and obviously a big focus is talking about the Carolina Heritage Festival, and of course Craig Lloyd will be coming in a few minutes, but the history of North Myrtle Beach is very interesting. It was 4 beaches that got together back in the, is it 50s or 60s?
It was since 1968.
Okay.
4 beaches consolidated to make one town, the city of North Myrtle Beach. Before then, each one of them were a little town that had their own police department, their own fire department, and so forth. And so they decided to consolidate to make the one city.
Right. And it's around 9 miles of beaches.
Approximately 9 miles of beaches, yes.
12,000 plus residents.
Right around 12,000, yes. Right around 12, and growing,
Yes, very definitely, very definitely. When did you take on the position as mayor of the city of North Myrtle Beach?
I became the mayor in November 2001.
Okay, great.
Prior to that, I was served on city council for 5 years. So I have been the mayor. I'm in the middle of my term. It's a 4-year term, and come November, I will have my first 2 years in.
What were you doing before you turned to the political arena, Marilyn? I mean, this is a full-time job, obviously.
Just about. I have been in business here on the Grand Strand for about 30 years. I have a hairstyling salon, and in fact, at one time I had 3 hairstyling salons.
Is that
we had
right?
22 employees in our salons, and that kept me pretty busy.
Yeah.
But after my son graduated from school, I cut back. And from college, I cut back and decided that I wanted to wet my feet and jump into politics, and that's what I did.
How exciting, and I'm so glad we talked a little bit about that on Monday, about the experience of actually representing someone.
Right.
And I'm sorry we don't have as much time this morning, but
Right.
representing others is a task, it's a big task, and I know you said is very humbling.
Yes, it is.
It's
It's an
very
honor,
humbling.
a challenge, and it's humbling.
How has the city of North Myrtle Beach changed over the years you've lived here, Marilyn?
Well, since 1974 till today, it's unbelievable the growth that we have had in the area. People just like me found it and loved it and wanted to move here. We had our little mom and pop areas where we had little mom and pop motels, and we had people who had their little beach houses, their second homes in the summertime. Well, those days are just about gone. The high-rises, the condos, and it's supply and demand. People love it, and they want to live in North Myrtle Beach. They love our weather. They love our low taxes. They love the good service they have in our community, the services that our city provides. And like I told you on Monday, we have wonderful hospitals, wonderful doctors. It's just a great place to come and live.
Truly, absolutely.
Yes.
Whether you're retiring or moving here as
That's
a young
right.
professional, it is the place. It sounds like really one of the places to be.
It is the place.
And of course, it's so exciting. Craig Lloyd will be in a few minutes. The 4-year-old Chamber of Commerce. In his almost 2-year tenure, I understand you all have grown dramatically.
It has grown tremendously. I think the Chamber is a great example of how we've grown in the area. Their membership has grown tremendously each year. So,
does the city of North Myrtle Beach oftentimes partner up with the Chamber of Commerce to promote tourism to the area?
Definitely. The city of North Myrtle Beach has been very generous to the North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce through their tax accommodation money. We feel like that they can spend those dollars and direct them in the directions they need to go. So, yes, we partner with them quite often.
Right.
They help us with many other things besides the Carolina Heritage Festival. They help us with our Christmas programs and our 4th of July and many things in the community.
Great. Can you talk real quick about the city's role in the upcoming Carolina Heritage Festival? It has expanded from a day to a week now.
Yes, it has. Well, like I said, the city helps financially with the cost of putting on a festival of this type. We talked with the Chamber of Commerce at our budget retreat, and we asked them or requested to make one premier festival. Myrtle Beach has the Sun Fund,
Right.
Little River has the Blue Crab. So we thought, North Myrtle Beach needs to have one premier festival. And they have accommodated us with that. They have come up with changing, of course, from the Indian Summer Festival to the Carolina Heritage Festival, which I think is a wonderful name. And they've extended the times. They've extended like they've added the car show and the golf tournament and just several different things, the Sunday gospel show, and they've making it a week-long event instead of just a one-day event.
Right.
And we know that they'll do a good job, and we'll just grow and grow each year with this festival.
Of course, one of the exciting things, this happens in the shoulder season. Of course, the Sun Fund, 52nd annual this past year, gigantic, but it's right in the heat of the summer.
Right.
This is an opportunity to bring folks here, and of course, they bring so many folks down for Sun Fund. It's an amazing event. The opportunity to bring folks in the shoulder season is very exciting.
Yes, it is. And, this is actually the prettiest time of the year for our community, and we want to share it with everyone. We want you to come on down and enjoy it, and this Carolina Heritage Festival will help you enjoy this
Absolutely.
Beautiful fall weather.
Continuing to get awards in the area. Lastly, Marilyn, what do you like best about being the mayor of the city of North Myrtle Beach?
I love the people. I love to meet with people. I love to help people. Just being able to serve the people in our community. That's what I love about being the mayor.
The words are simple. Service to the people. 12,000 plus folks in the city of North Myrtle Beach. And service is a big word. And another service event is the Carolina Heritage Festival, the 3rd annual, coming up on October 25th for a whole week. Marilyn, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for being with us in North Myrtle Beach.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Stay tuned to Craig Lloyd, the Executive Director for the North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce, coming up next. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at North Myrtle Beach City Hall. We're focused on the third annual Carolina Heritage Festival, which is presented by the North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce, Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we're visiting with Craig Lloyd, the Executive Director for the North Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce. Good morning,
Good
Craig.
morning. Thank you so much for having us.
How exciting.
Yes, we're excited about it.
This is a big deal. This kicks off a little less than 2 weeks.
It sure is. We're real excited about this year's events. As you know, we are expanding it from a one-day festival to a week-long festival. So it's got all kinds of bells and whistles that we've been able to add to it this year.
The first 2 years were a single day.
Right, exactly. Actually, kind of the history behind the festival.
Yeah.
It eventually evolved from what used to be the Indian Summer Festival, which they did for 10 or 12 years, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, about 3 years ago, the Chamber took it over, management, and then ended up changing the name to the Carolina Heritage Festival.
Yeah.
And what basically evolved from that is to make it into a whole week-long event. So we're really excited about it. We've got a little bit of something for everyone.
And what a great name, Craig.
Yeah.
Carolina Heritage. And you all have that .com, carolinaheritage.com.
That is correct. That's one of the things. How it kind of evolved is we had met with the city council at one of their retreats and previously kind of instigated the whole thought of expanding it from a one-day festival to a week-long festival. Was we had a grant that was due, I guess it was about a year ago, and we were looking for ways to go and get state grants and some national, federal, and even some of the city grants that were available. And I'd kind of worked with the board, our board of directors, and kind of took some of their direction. We developed this, and so we've got all kinds of specific events that are going to be involved with this, and so it's a great package we've been able to do, and we will use it as an opportunity to attract visitors and to extend their stay.
Absolutely, and I think speaking of grants, I think I saw that WPDE News Channel 15 is coming as y'all's presenting sponsor.
Exactly right.
Which is
exactly
fantastic.
Right.
When you can get local broadcasters involved, nothing better.
Exactly. We always like to accept those checks.
Yes, cash, and promotional airtime.
Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.
Craig, about yourself, where are you from originally?
I'm originally from the Eflin, North Carolina area. I grew up on North Carolina's oldest dairy farm.
Huh.
And so, as a matter of fact, where the University of North Carolina is today was actually granted to my family by the King of England. And it has been in generations for 8-9 generations.
And Eflin is in what county?
In Orange County.
In Orange County.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. Well, of course, a quarter of our viewers are in Robeson and Scotland County, so obviously they've got an impact. Actually, last week, we were at the University of North Carolina, Pembroke.
Oh, okay.
Doing a whole week's taping focused on UNCP and some activities there. Had an amazing week.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just fascinated by the
beautiful
UNC
campus there.
It is. Truly.
Really is.
Truly. Do you have family here in the area, Craig?
Yeah, I sure do. I have my wife, Angela, that moved down with us. We've been here for about a year and a half now, going on 2 years.
Great.
I've got my 3.5-year-old daughter, Miss Abigail.
Yeah.
And then I've got a beach baby. Since we've been here, she just turned 1 this past month in September. So
is that right?
Caitlin Rose. So
Caitlin Rose.
Got my own little beach baby now.
Yeah. Do you mind me asking her birthday?
September the 5th.
Is that right?
Yeah.
She's a week older than my 1-year-old
really?
daughter. That's right.
Good.
That's exactly right. Emma Claire. That's amazing.
Exactly.
What did you do? Where did you attend school, Craig?
I went to Lewisburg College for 2 years with an emphasis in business and marketing, and then I transferred over to Campbell University in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina, up near Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I got a degree in mass communications as well.
Okay. And what did you do following graduation?
After that, I got involved with Carolina Power and Light, which is now Progressive Energy there in North Carolina, which also services South Carolina. I worked in their corporate communications, community relations department for about 5 years, and through that, I got to work with the Chambers of Commerce and Convention and Visitors Bureaus and Economic Development Commissions throughout their service territory, which is North and South Carolina.
Right.
And just kind of got the Chamber of Commerce bug. I just fell in love with what the organization stood for and what the whole emphasis about building the local economy and building the base, and just kind of got the Chamber bug and was actually lured from my position with CP&L to the Hillsborough-Orange County Chamber of Commerce.
Great. We're close to Chapel
Yes,
Hill.
exactly.
How exciting.
Exactly. So I was there for about 5 years. I was involved with that. We were able to triple the membership there, expand the events, win a bunch of different awards and a lot of recognition. We even got one of our events people winners. I don't know if you've ever seen on the Jay Leno show, the hog hollering contest.
You know, I probably have. Yeah.
We actually got one of our contestants featured there. So
is that right?
So we had a lot
exciting.
of different things, a lot of great exposure, and a lot of new projects and stuff. And then got involved with the Carolinas Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives.
Right.
And their director at the time knew that I was kind of getting the 5-year itch there, and had kind of been looking and throwing out suggestions for when an opportunity came available. And they're the actual one that brought up the North Myrtle Beach Chamber position and said this is exactly, what your next step should be. And they're the ones that really kind of got me involved with looking at the area. My family has been coming here my entire life.
Is
we
that
used to stay
right?
at the Cherry Grove Manor, and then we rented for years and years from Thomas Realty, and so made this my second home in many ways. We came down 3-4 weeks during the year whenever we had availability, weekends and things like that. And so it was great coming down. I already knew the area. It's just now putting names and faces and through that evolution or whatever, it's been wonderful.
That is unbelievable, Craig.
Yeah.
What a great tie-in.
Yeah, it's been great. It really has. And we've just been able to accomplish quite a bit of things in a short period of time.
Absolutely. Of course, one of the other great times was to have been those first 5 years in the Chamber of Commerce business in your backyard.
Exactly.
The county you grew up in, and to have experienced that must have been special.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. It's one of those things you always take care of home first.
Right. Yes.
And so from that, we was able to gain the exposure and the management skills and all of the different things, and work our way up from there. So.
And now that you and your wife and 2 daughters are down here full time, you're able to encourage other family members from Orange County or otherwise to get down and visit?
That is the truth. It's been wonderful. We never knew we had so many friends and families and long-distance cousins till we moved to the beach.
That is hilarious. Yes,
and that's one of the things, too, that's been an advantage for us because I've worked throughout the entire North Carolina, and since I have family that expand the whole area there in South Carolina, in Virginia, and all these other areas, that is one of our main demographics for the chamber that we're able to target. So I've kind of got an inside advantage in doing some marketing, some placements for advertising and things like that.
Absolutely.
So,
now you've almost been on a little more than a year and a half now.
Just about going on 2 years now.
How exciting, the North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce. And it's a relatively new Chamber of Commerce, isn't it?
Exactly. That's one of the things that's been a great opportunity for me. I went from the Hillsborough-Orange County Chamber of Commerce, which was I think it was the second oldest Chamber of Commerce in the United States.
Wow.
That had traditions and had placements and policies and procedures from 200 years ago to coming to a brand new organization where I got to get in and really help to mold and to shape and to set the policies and procedures. And with the leadership of our board of directors and the great quality staff we've been able to do quite a bit in a short period of time.
You've got to have a huge board, a great board and supportive community, but of course a big kudos, I understand, went out to you just last year in your first year as executive director of the Chamber. You were recognized statewide as the Executive Director of the Year. Is that right?
Yeah, what was amazing about that as well is I got that on my 1-year anniversary.
Oh, no.
To the day.
To the day?
To the day.
You're kidding.
And so that was kind of neat. It was a nice little surprise and totally unexpected. So it was wonderful. So it was kind of a great opportunity, but have to give the credit to the board of directors. We've got a great diversity of board members that we're able to work with. We've got some from small businesses, large businesses, from all kinds of things, from visitors to, we've got a gentleman that's on our board that is the president of the local healthcare services and stuff. And with the support of the city, that's one of the best things that we've been able to do is we've got such a close relationships. We view ourselves in many opportunities as an extension of the city. We help to promote it, the things that we do to help attract visitors to come to the area. It all goes hand in hand. And, of course, with the staff, we've got some very talented staff. We've been able to expand the staff in this period of time and always adding a lot of things onto their plate.
Correct,
and
yes.
everything.
A lot of hats worn by a small crew, I'm sure. That's right.
So they really deserve the credit as well as the board, and it's a total package.
Yes.
It is.
Well, the North Myrtle Beach Chamber has just experienced some dramatic growth during your relatively short tenure, almost 2 years now.
Right.
What are some of the things that have happened? We've got about 5 minutes, Craig, and I know
Okay.
we've got quite a bit to talk about the
Yep.
festival. But how about some of the amazing facts
Well,
and
some
figures?
of the things just within this last year and a half or so, with the direction and the help of the staff and everything, we've went from about 520 members to where we're at the 900 member mark right
Golly.
now. And so that's dramatic. We've actually
Yeah.
won some acclaim as one of the fastest growing chambers throughout the United States.
Throughout the country.
Throughout the country. And so, as well as within regional and things like that. We've won marketing awards. We've won all kinds of other things, event awards and things like that. And so it's been great. We've been able to accomplish a lot. We're getting, tenfold the amount of leads. I was looking at some of the leads that we just got the other day, and it's just really coming together. So the more we can help to boost the benefits of our membership as well as to boost the local economy here and the quality of life, the better.
I think I noticed that y'all have made some amazing headlines recently about a big push into North Carolina. Of course, this past weekend, I think you said you were up at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Yep.
This upcoming weekend, you're going to be at the State Fair.
Right, exactly right. That's some of the things that we've been able to do. We had the opportunity this past weekend to go up and to do the race there in Charlotte. We did the Busch race and the NASCAR race. Not only did we have a 40-foot booth out there for all in prime location for people to come by and visit, but we also got an opportunity to drive around the track in front of everybody right before the race started. Plus, we got 30 seconds at the mic to boost what is great about North Myrtle Beach. And that's what we try and do. We try and show what's unique. We want to be partners with the entire Grand Strand because that's very beneficial because it is a total package. But we also want to show what's unique about our area as well. So it's been wonderful. And then we've got the State Fair as well. They have between 700 and 1 million people coming up this weekend that will be attending for the entire week. And we've got a major sponsorship with that. So it's been great.
Let's say our viewers are at the racetrack.
Right.
What was that 30 seconds that essentially that you shared about the distinctive difference? So just maybe break it down into 10, 15 seconds. What was it that makes you all distinctively different?
Basically, what we try and do is we really market to the families, to the baby boomers, to the empty nesters and the young professionals and all of that. So we really try and promote them coming to the area with the attractions that we have here, the affordable accommodations. We've got the channel homes. We've got the great condos. So we try and show what we've got with our history, with the shag dance being one of our staples, with the beach music, with all of the other different things that we have here. We try and build a wonderful package, and that's what we basically did there. We just kind of gave them an overview, pumped that website, NorthMyrtleBeachChamber.com, as well as the upcoming festival as well, and just try and drive people. And we want to keep it top of mind so that people, when they're thinking about going on a vacation, we're within the closest proximity to the largest amount of the U.S. population that's got the driving distance. So we've got some great advantages.
Craig, you are pumped. You are so juiced about this position. You've got to be. How exciting. You were primed from this weekend, and now you're heading to Raleigh for the North Carolina State Fair. Of course, the third annual Carolina Heritage Festival kicks off October 25th. What are some of the activities going on for that week? We got a couple of minutes, Greg.
Okay, well, the main day is the kickoff that we have is the street festival.
Okay.
They're on Main Street, and that is where we go and have reenactments. We have everything from the Gullah Geechee to we have the local Indian tribe that comes in and does reenactments. We have arts and crafts vendors up and down the streets. It's really, we have a street party there between 6 and 8, dancing on the street. As well as on Sunday, we have the Gospel Fest. It was something we brought back by popular demand. So we've got that. It's going to be right there at the Horseshoe in North Myrtle Beach. On Tuesday, we've got our first annual golf tournament. So we're doing that as a great opportunity. We want everyone that's involved in business or even just local residents or elected officials to get involved with that. It's going to be a great networking opportunity. We're going to have that out at Baytree Golf Club. We've got on Wednesday, we've got a Blackbeard's treasure hunt. So we're going to be doing about 4 different treasure hunts throughout the area, which is going to be wonderful. We've got some wonderful prizes for that. Everything from metal detecting to scavenger hunts. And then on Friday, we have got a Halloween party. We kind of noticed last year there wasn't really, except for some very small things, wasn't really a big party for people to go to. We're going to have country music star Jimmy Wayne's going to be out there.
Great.
And so we've got some great things with that, plus costume contest and giveaways. And then to wrap it up, we've got our Cruise to the Coast car show, which is going to be at Barefoot Landing. So we've tried to expand with the event, have things in different areas of North Myrtle Beach, as well as we're including the Little River community as well.
How exciting.
And so
Craig.
it's a total package. It's something for everyone.
Right.
We've gotten this piece. We've got people so excited about that. This piece, we've got people so excited about that. So we encourage people to go to carolinaheritage.com, visit our website, call us in the office. We've got brochures. We've got literature. And plus, get your family and friends to come down as well.
Yes,
so that they can come down, because it's going to be a great thing. And what we're doing to do is to build this shoulder market. And so we're really trying to take this event to the next level.
And Craig, that phone number is 843-281-2662.
That is
That's
correct.
a good number for viewers who may not be familiar with the internet or go online.
Right.
They can learn both about the North Myrtle Beach Chamber as well as the
Exactly.
third annual Carolina Heritage
Exactly.
Festival. Okay, great. What benefits do you think the community would rise from this event and similar events that you all are putting on?
One of the things that we do is we try and have activities that are great for the local community, which is part of our history and the culture. A lot of events, we're trying to do that so that people are enlightened about what's going on in the area and what's great about our area. That's one of the things. One of the other things that we're able to do is to go up and to recruit visitors to come down here, so we can put more heads and beds down here. That's going to help the overall tax base. We're going to put more people in retail businesses to go buy up their products. We're going to go up and have people go to the theaters. We're looking to get people to go to the restaurants. So we're just trying to bring people down as a boost and extend their stay. That's one of the reasons we took it from 1 day to a week long. And all of that comes out in the mix, with the increase of the bump from the local economy and stuff. So that's really the purpose. That was the underlying thing, is that shoulder boost that we want. And we still have some sponsorships available, everything from sponsorships from Holes to other opportunities we've got. So if anyone is interested in participating in that as well, please let us know. We've got opportunities up to the day before. Plus, we have vendor space still available. So give us a call. We'll hook you up and make sure you get the biggest bang for your buck.
Absolutely. When you hear him talk, you're thinking about a city as large as anything on the East Coast. We're talking about 12 miles of beaches, a permanent population of a little more than 12,000 folks, but where in the summertime they may see 3 to 4 million people coming down to this relatively small area. Craig's made it sound humongous, and it is. Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank the Honorable Marilyn Hatley, the mayor of the city of North Myrtle Beach, and Craig Lloyd, the executive director for the North Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce, for making today's Carolina People so special.